right. Hey, and happy Saturday, Detroit. What up, though? It's Stephanie Coney, the host of Beauty and the D, where we're streaming here live every Saturday from 1 to 2 on WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. Every week, I have a great guest, so of course I wouldn't disappoint this week. Today, I have Tony, the game coach, in the building. What up, though? Thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yes, yes. So we doing, this show focuses on power, wealth, and style. And for those who are, avid listeners, you know that we always have the movers and shakers in the D on this show. But today we're not gonna talk about politics. We're not gonna talk about him directly running for anything. But we're gonna talk about the game of life today. We're gonna talk about these real streets of Detroit and talk about how if you can make it here, you should be able to make it anywhere. Is that right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. This gladiator school.
Gladiator.
If you could make it here, man, everything else a piece of cake, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why you say that though?
Well, it's really been like a struggle. It's like a struggle city. You know what I'm saying? From jobs to the streets to school, education, just everyday life is a struggle here. You know what I'm saying? And if you could make it through the struggle, you could definitely make it anywhere else.
So let me ask you this: how did you get the name Tony, the game coach? And what game we talking about? The game of life.
Listen, it's actually Tony Diamonds. You missed.
I'm sorry, Tony Diamonds. You're right. My bad. Correct me.
That's where it came. Tony Diamonds, game coach. And see, the game coach, I'm a coach. I teach people life skills. I'm teaching you the game of life, because I done been through everything imaginable.
And still standing.
Yeah, still striving, still getting up every day and making things happen like if I ain't had nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's my drive and ambition, determination and all of that. So
what's your motivation? Where it come from?
it's just like, from not having nothing, growing up and kind of like just having regular stuff. Like before the internet, we didn't see all the stuff these kids see now, but we did know that we had less than, the average people.
But not really, because before we got on the show, we talked about you coming from a great home.
Yeah.
Pretty much, upper middle class, right there.
Well,
so
no. I had to correct you on that. I said, no, we was from the hood because,
But it wasn't a hood then, Tony.
What it is it was the neighborhood. We was from a regular, African American neighborhood, and it was neighborly. So they didn't took the neighbor out of neighborhood, so it's just the hood now, and it transformed.
Well, they had a different mentality back then.
Yeah,
it wasn't
but
a hood mentality.
It transformed into the hood when the drugs came. Because when I was a kid, it was like black people was like the smartest people. Everybody had jobs. Everybody went to school. It was like good stuff happening. Then when the drugs hit, it just kind of like messed everything up. You know what I'm saying? So it was like it's a system. It's systematic. It's like our education is systematic. We learn old stuff, and then you go into prominent neighborhoods. They learn in technology and all the new stuff. So it's like things was different back then. So we was raised to almost just be workers. Even though back then more blacks was entrepreneurs than I think now. Black people knew how to do a whole lot of stuff back then, and we still do. We is the original inventors, movers, and shakers.
Especially from the D, we helped build this country. A lot of people don't give us enough credit for that.
This is the automobile industry birthplace.
It is.
This is where all the black people came from the South to get the jobs to make that good money, and then they started communities. They started sending them to school, and we became lawyers and doctors. Like we speaking on Coleman A. Young.
Right.
People was thinking like, this dude was the mayor. No, this guy was a lawyer for the civil rights movements.
And a postal worker first. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah,
he really grinded his way to the top. He was a postal worker, then went into, law, politics, senator.
Yeah, he was just a hell of a dude. He was just a hell of a dude. So there was the kind of guys that were creating back then. You know, the times created guys like that.
So what
they
you think done
changed the
changed
times.
now, Tony?
Man, it's social media. You know,
Even
everybody
before
living a
social
facade.
media.
Listen, they always got something for us. Now, hold on. Let me give you the game right here.
Let's go.
Every month we got a holiday that we celebrate.
Mhm.
That don't celebrate us.
Mhm.
We don't get no money off the merchandise and the products being sold. We the ones consuming it. So every month is something. I don't care what it is. It's a holiday that we gonna spend our money with other people besides ourselves. And then we making them rich. And then they got it's a system. So every month, every time come up, what's coming up next? Labor Day or something like that? Yeah. So what we finna do? Go celebrate, go spend some money, go do this. Fireworks was just here, thousands of dollars on that. So it's always something for us. And then what they got next? Halloween coming, Thanksgiving, Christmas, this and that. They just gonna keep making a new year. They go, oh, this the new year. This ain't no new year. This the dead of winter.
Right.
The new year ain't really to May, April.
It is.
The
It's
end
in
of
the
March.
spring. Yeah,
Right.
it is.
So there's a system. And that's why you say what you think happened. It was systematic. The powers that be created this for us to follow.
See, we had a real sense of family back then. Even talking about the family that you come from. You know, we had family was important in the black community. No matter what, they stayed together. It really wasn't a lot of talk about divorce. They stayed together. They kept the kids together. You know, we did what we had to do. And I think that we had such a strong unit, they had to find a way to break.
Yeah, well, it's all systematic, like
exactly,
I said. So here, you just brought it up great. In the 50s, 60s coming along, there was like the family was the most important structure. Sometimes the mother, father had kids, the mama might have had a kid by the mailman. The daddy kept all the kids. The daddy might have had a kid by some woman, a young girl. They kept all the family was still together. So what they did was create the welfare system and divided the mother and father, because they give the mother, here, you gonna pay your rent, give you food, give you all, we give you a few dollars, but can't no man be here.
Right.
So they started that in the drug. They always had a plan to keep us fighting the system instead of focusing on ourselves and building it, keeping that family structure together. That was the main thing. Break the black man. So eventually they start giving the black woman good job position. See, the woman right movement came along and they was like, you know what? We want to be equal to men. We want equal pay. We could do anything y'all could do. Okay. So then they start saying, yeah, okay, we see a move to make. So they made the move. They start giving the black women better jobs than the black men. And the black man got to compete 5 times to get the same job as a white guy, and not twice as hard to get the job as the black woman. So now here comes some more division, because the black woman, she done been systematically showed, hey, do for yourself. Forget the black man. And see, that's why people say, what's wrong with the black man and black woman today? Why is they so bad? Oh, they've been working on this shit for 50, 60 years. It's at a
we
peak
all
now.
messed up.
So we all systematically being attacked by the system. And
but we are all messed up because we not on the same page. The men and women are not on the same page right now. And if I got to be real and be honest, I mean, a lot of us women, it's a lot more women entrepreneurs out here. Okay,
I agree.
We're not afraid to take these risks. We ain't afraid to step out on faith and get the shit done. You know, a lot of these men be sitting back waiting on us to bring home the bacon and shit.
Why?
You know?
Do you know why? Let me explain to you why. Because systematically, y'all have been trained to become masculine. They have been trying to eliminate the black man all of this time.
I agree, but if I can be honest, I don't want to operate my masculine energy. I swear to God, I don't want to.
Listen, I understand.
I'd be so happy to get in the passenger seat.
I understand you don't want to. You have been positioned to. You have been systematically put here. And the black man, he been systematically neutered. Look at this. Most black men raised by their mother nowadays. So now you got a bunch of young adult men who are emotionally active. Anything you say to them, boy, they get so hot they ready to kill you. They have no logical thinking.
I so
agree. They don't think with no logic. They all emotions. So, you know, you got all of this. Here it is systematic. You got rid of the black man. Woman raised your kid. And a woman gonna have a kid by nature. She's a childbearer. This is human nature to have children. So, and here is where the father needed. So if he been eliminated and systematically,
but what about the ones
downgraded,
that systematically eliminate their damn self? What about them?
Let me tell you something. This is all part of it. So listen, I tell women all the time. I say, listen, I understand it's hard to find a good guy. You got this LGBT community. You got these dudes that's homosexual. You got guys that's locked up. Bunch of dudes dead. So when you find somebody, he's an entrepreneur. He don't have no kids. He mature. He got all this going on. Call that dude a unicorn.
Right.
Call this dude a unicorn. He survived the streets. He black. This is an African American man with what and this and that. Oh, this dude a unicorn. This is unbelievable because this is how rare. Definitely not. I'm a nigga in recovery. That's what I am. I'm a nigga in recovery, and I'm trying not to have no relapses. All right.
I love it.
I've been 7 years recovered. But all of this is systematic. You know, we got government just like right now. We don't go out and vote. They put people in office that don't have our best interests.
Yeah.
We don't understand the voting system. We like, man, it don't matter if we don't vote. And so
Until
we like, man, they gonna do this and they gonna do that. They already did this and did that. So now we fighting the system again.
Fighting the system.
It's systematic. And until we unite together, until we have some understanding, we're going to stay stuck. We're going to stay stuck
and
right
I hate
there.
to say this, I agree with you totally, but it's also a way to help eliminate our race. Wouldn't you see that? Don't you see that when you're talking about the LGBTQ and the men, right? If the men don't want the women, then how we going to keep producing black men or black people? You got what I'm saying?
Here, listen to this. The powers that be, the systems and all of this that's in play. You got these billionaires like Bill Gates, Elon Musk. They got all the money in the world. They control 90% of the wealth. So they control all the moves. So what their agenda is what's moving forward because they could pay for that. So people say something about Donald Trump, but I like Donald Trump for this. He don't like LGBTQ. He don't play that shit.
He don't.
That's over with. He don't want none of that sucker shit going on. And he going after like the feds and different people.
You call
everybody
it sucker shit?
Listen, everybody that dang near been messing with the black community for the last who knows how long, he is on their ass. So they say this person prejudiced or this person racist. Let me explain that to you. If the United States, we watching the show, and the United States against Canada, we from the United States, we want the United States to win. Canada gonna vote for Canada. They want Canada to win. So that's called prejudice. I'm prejudiced for my people. If we see some black people in the race and it's white, Chinese, Asian, we want the blacks to win.
Damn right.
We in the race. We room for all the black people room for the black person. All right. So that's called being prejudiced.
It is.
Racist is I hate these people because they're a certain color or they not like me or they ain't from where I'm from. I'm racist because they Chinese and I'm white, or I'm racist because they black and I'm Chinese. I hate them just because they black. That's being racist.
It is.
Okay, so Donald Trump was at Michael Jackson trial helping Mike J, saying, hey, I ain't with this shit. When Nelson Mandela got out of jail, he sent planes and money, did all kind of shit. When it's certain black people, he fucked with them. Now they say he did something he didn't want black people in his projects or his buildings, or he probably experienced some niggas in his shit and not no black people. And let me tell you the difference. You know niggas is, they crazy. Black people smart. They go to school, they intelligent, they keep jobs, they pay taxes, they good people. Niggas then chose to be niggas. And it ain't nothing else to say about that. So he probably encountered niggas, and that's what he talking about. He don't know the differentiation to show that. But whatever he is, it don't matter to me, you, or none of that. It's what you gonna do with your shit.
That's right.
What you gonna do next? Do you own any property? Do you save some money for the future generation? Is you building something? Okay, well, fuck with whoever doing. You
Right.
got to do what you gonna do, and don't look back. Don't
We
worry
talking
about
real
that.
talk today on Beauty in the Day. Y'all hope y'all tuning in and watching. We streaming live right now,
For real,
WJZZ
for real.
Cool TV, and streaming on all top social media platforms today here with Tony Diamonds, the game coach. So
Amen.
listen, I want to go into, you probably wondering, like, dang, what made her hit me up and ask me to come on the show? You know?
Yeah.
Well, I'm about to tell you why.
All right.
I was watching one of your stories. I don't even know how I ended up following you on social media for real. I don't know, but I do. And you were on there talking about one day about, your past, being locked up and coming out, and you was talking about stocks. And,
Right.
you was talking about taking life and stuff to the next level. And so I started watching even more, and I was just intrigued with, like, your story and watching you and seeing how you move and shit. I'm very strategic about who comes on the show. If you ever looked at past guests that been on here, we don't just had anybody on Beauty in the Day. And I was just really intrigued with how you move in your story. And I was like, I want him to come on and kick some game on the show and take the show to another level and talk about this game. How did you, in a sense, get systematically caught up and have to go and do you a little vacation?
Yeah. Well, I grew up with some great parents, fantastic parents, man. But like many people growing up in the 70s and 80s, their parents got divorced.
Mm.
So, my neighborhood got infested with drugs. I was a smart kid and
What
all
neighborhood
of that.
you from?
I'm from over there off of Schaefer and Puritan,
Mm.
6 Mile Hubble area. We call our little neighborhood the Bronx.
Okay.
It's all nickname they gave us back in the day. But anyway, our neighborhood got infested. So by the time I'm walking to high school, guys my age, couple years older than me, they got Corvettes, they got Benzes, gold chains. This is 1984, 83. These
Detroit
dudes
was
is,
really getting money then, what?
man, these dudes in my hood called themselves Gucci now. They used to be they was going to Gucci store back then. And it became a culture.
Yeah.
I'm walking to school, it was 5 vets in my neighborhood. 5 dudes in my neighborhood had a Corvette. And that shit stuck with me damn near my whole life. I had 6 Corvettes. I just sold my last Corvette. A 2022. I just got rid of it because I wasn't driving it. But it was like it became a culture. And like I had siblings. My siblings went to school, got jobs. They was just regular people, man. And I could not get out them streets.
You couldn't.
Nope.
They was calling you?
It was just an addiction.
And so you also said, when I watched on one of the posts, how you was getting it. You wasn't just out here playing with it. You was doing it.
Yeah, I made a lot of money. I did a lot of shit. It was crazy. It was just crazy. I had the time of my life. It was like a dream. And of course, if you don't snap out of that, you gonna wake up to a nightmare sooner or later. And I did several times. I lost family members and went through stuff. This heartbreaking shit. My parents died. It just was like, the streets took all my time. It was crazy. It was crazy. I can't even explain. It was crazy how you transform, you change into something. You become multifaceted if you want to survive that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, and sometimes family sacrificed. So it just be crazy, man. That shit just. I'm happy to be here. That's all I can say. I'm happy to be alive and free in that order.
You working on a book?
I wrote a book or two when I was in prison. I mean, shout out to the homie Trick. He put me in the studio. I did an audio book. He helped me through that.
Okay.
And I'm busy.
Yeah.
I'm chasing so many dreams and shit. And that prison shit, man, that shit'll make you or break you,
Mm-hmm.
Some niggas go to prison and that shit changed their life around, and some guys go to prison and come out here and be on their way back. You know what I'm saying? They be putting themselves in position where I made some penitentiary chances when I got out. Now it's just like the system had you like that mentally,
So what keeps you from going back? You know, I mean, a hustler is a hustler, right? No matter what. So now you're not hustling drugs, you hustling all type of different, legal stuff. But how, what differentiated you from those who just couldn't figure it out and find that path?
Well, you have to put yourself in the mind state like, do I want to go back in here with these niggas and all this dumbass shit, count time 3 times a day? I'm not doing that. Every Wednesday is hamburger day and every Thursday is chicken day. Fuck this. I'm not going back to that shit. So when I was in there, it took me about 8-9 months not to get, stop being mad. I was pissed I was in there. I was pissed I got caught. I went to prison. I was 45.
Damn.
Yeah, I was the
You had
oldest
made it
nigga.
out on these streets
Yeah,
all that time.
I'm in there with a bunch of YNs. These niggas on my last nerve. It's just too much bullshit.
So you was uncle up in there.
They call me grandfather
Ow!
OG.
Grandfather triple OG.
But yeah,
They listen
I
to
couldn't
you,
go
though?
back. They ain't listening. That's why I say some guys come out, they
Yeah.
going back. Some guys come out and they ain't going back.
Mm-hmm.
And so that puts you in the mind state of what I'm going to do. I was fortunate enough to be around some people who knew how to trade stocks. So I gravitated to that.
While
and
you were
learned
locked up?
Yes, and
Okay.
learned how to trade stocks.
That's smart.
So, yeah, when I came home, I had to get some money to apply it. So that was a time. But then when I did, I took off. It was a beautiful thing. And I still make money. Every week I'm making money off the stock market.
And that's what intrigued me when I heard you talking about that. I was like, okay, yeah, I gotta get
Yep.
show.
That stock market changed my life. And I be meeting the people. Anybody see this, they gonna say, yeah, I seen that dude. He was talking to me about stock. I do it to everybody, total
Even the
strangers.
the YNs.
Yeah,
for
because
sure.
if somebody would have taught me this when I was getting all that money, I'd be a multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
I'd have been worth probably, I don't know. I'd be worth 100, 200, 300 million right now if I knew what I knew. Because I would have bought Bitcoin when it was $5. I'd have just spent 5,000 on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'd have had 1,000
Because you was gonna
coins.
spend 5,000 anyway.
I was blowing money. I was giving away money. I had all the jewelry, whips, Rolexes, diamonds, everything.
And you said you owned a bar too.
I had a bar
Let's talk
downtown.
about the bar.
Let's not talk about the bar.
You say let's not.
Yeah, the bar was the beginning of the end. That's how
Really?
the feds
That's how you got
on us
caught
and
up?
we went to
Okay.
prison and everything.
So you thinking you had money, but really?
No, we ain't care. You get in the mind. It's like the movie Scarface. When I was younger, Scarface set the tone for the 80s. Every nigga wanted to be Tony Montana.
Yeah.
My name, Tony
Diamonds.
and my real name is Anthony. So that ain't help. But yeah, that set the tone. And so when you out there in the streets, you had a mentality like, you were invincible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you get in the wrong mind state, man.
I want to talk about Detroit for a minute.
Yeah, shoot.
Back in the day, like the 80s, early 90s. What was it like?
Man, the 80s was like super fun. Concerts, and then in the 80s, I'm just becoming an adult. I'm just getting cars. I think I got my first Corvette. It was maybe 87, 88.
87, 88?
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? This is time my own crib. I'm a young dude. I'm getting money. It was like the sky the limit. We going places. We hanging out, California, Las Vegas. It was crazy.
And so you was taking that Detroit swag with you, right? I gotta know. I kind of know the answer, but I want to hear it from you. When you go to other places with this Detroit swag, especially we talking about the 80s and the 90s, how were you guys received? Like, how was the love? They was looking at y'all like guys.
Yeah, but it depends on where you go, cause some cities ain't mixed with Detroit. Like we was real cool with California dudes. Detroit and Cali is like cousins.
Love the D.
Yeah, that's my homie.
Yeah.
So then Atlanta, we was big in Atlanta. They just admired Detroit dudes for the swag. But we go out to New York, they ain't want nothing to do with us.
Yeah. They try to say we talk country or some shit. No, we don't.
They ain't dig Detroit cats. They ain't never mixed with New York,
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right.
But yeah, everywhere else we was good. Ohio, anywhere Midwest.
Yeah.
Out west.
Yeah.
just west of New York.
Okay, so
Yeah.
East Coast wasn't fooling with y'all.
They wasn't having it.
Uh-huh.
They ain't want no Detroit swag.
Yeah, it's something different.
Yeah.
It is.
Yep.
Detroit's the shit. I don't care.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. And the 90s was just as super much more fun too, man. Cause,
Yeah, I love the 90s.
You know, the 90s was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Tubi. So you out here doing movies now, huh?
oh yeah, so this crazy. I wasn't even invited to do no movie. This what happened.
I saw the thing. I said, oh, because you know Dennis
happened-
Reed have been on the show too. I said, okay, this guy, and this was after I asked you. You know that to be true. This was after I asked you to come on the show. Next thing I see Tubi. I said, oh, he doing movies now. Okay.
So dig back to Trick, big homie.
Uh-huh.
So Diesel, his brother, was doing something at this hotel. So I just happened to call them like, what y'all doing? It's like, where you at, man? We shooting this movie. Come down here, right? So I show up. I come suited. Because I used to always wear suits from when we had the club. So this years ago. So I come suited. So when I sit down, they doing the car. They said, look, we're going to put you in the scene. Just do you. So when they hit me with the camera, I just freestyle. So then, before
you just doing you.
Yeah, there's no script. Just whatever you going to say is cool with us. So years before Trick made this movie, The Last 24. Go see it on Tubi.
Uh-huh.
All right. So he asked me to play the club owner. He said, man, it's perfect for you.
Just be you.
The club owner, right? Be you. In the club, you're going to be Tony Diamonds in the movie. So I'm like, I can't wait. I'm thrilled. So this was when I had just really came home from jail. So I meet him at the bar where we shooting the movie. This lasts about 2-3 days to do the stuff. And no script again. He said, look, just whatever you do, we rocking with it. So the producer and the guy filming, he loving my stuff. he like this dude. We don't gotta tell him nothing.
Freestyling your ass
off. Yeah, keep rolling. We don't gotta cut nothing of his. So I had a ball doing that.
That's what's up.
And then he helped me with my audio book. So big shout out to Trick. That's my guy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hell of a dude.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Shout out to Trick. What up, though? We got to get you on the show next, Trick. So now I see a lot of posts with you doing stuff in the houses. I saw some posts the other day. I was like, oh my God. I mean, I was like, good gracious alive, with so much stuff in there. And one of them, it was like, you said, man, this person was living here with some kids.
Right.
I just was like, I think I commented like, wow, so what you doing?
Yeah, well, see, like, this is, that particular property, that's my ex-wife's house. So she got property that I manage for her because she not here. So anyway, I can do anything. Like, I've been working on houses from when I was 13 with my grandfather. Mm-hmm. And, he did home modernization. He did it all. He, in fact, wrote part of the test for the state exam.
Really?
He was tough. Anyway, I'm like a house specialist. If anything, you got any kind of problem with your property, I don't care what it is, I can fix it for you because that's what I do with my houses.
Okay, so how can people contact you, Mr. I Can Do Anything?
Yeah, well, I think we're going to post my Instagram page on there.
Tell them right now, though.
Okay,
we've been posting it the whole time you've been sitting here.
It's Tony Diamonds Game Coach.
So if they want home improvements, they go there, do they call you, or they just go straight to...
Yeah, they can call me at 313-334-0888. That's 313-334-0888. Yep.
So when you cleaning out properties like that, like actually, I think you posted more than one. You come and you bring the dumpsters and all of that too.
Yeah.
Okay, and get it together.
Yeah, like sometime, like I went in the house before, it was dead animals in there, and so it was fleas everywhere. So I got attacked by fleas.
I saw you with the suit on. Is that?
Oh yeah. So
okay.
I don't go in one without the suit. When they first come, when I see them like that. and they've been vacant or they all of that. They got evicted. I'm shooting up, and then I'm going in, bombing, spraying. I'm killing everything in there, and then I'm sending the crew in there because I'm not sending my guys in there with that kind of stuff.
I
Because
know
they'll be
that's right.
crying and complaining, so I try to prep the place before.
Mhm.
Yep,
So
but
you ain't scared of hard work.
no, no. Anything dealing with houses, it's like a passion to me. I love it.
That's what's up.
You know, I'm like a builder by bloodline.
So your grandfather taught you a trade
Yeah,
that you were able to see. A lot of people don't have that. You know that, right, Tony? A lot of people
yeah,
don't have
yeah.
a masculine man in their life showing them how to do masculine stuff that will help you not just take care of your own home and your own family, but to make money helping other people take care of theirs. A lot of people don't have that.
Yep, it's all saying each one teach one,
That's
and if
right.
you look on my page, I'm always working with kids, talking
That
to
was gonna,
people.
yeah.
I utilize myself. I tell people I want you to use me. They be like, "What you mean?" I be like, "For good. I don't want you to rob me. I want you to use me. My knowledge, everything I'm
hmm
trying to teach you, show you, use it. It's beneficial to you. You know."
So talk about how do you mentor because it that is something I think that is underrated, mentorship, especially right now. Because in a sense, we had mentorship in the 80s, good and bad. You had mentors if you wanted to sell dope, right? You had mentors if you wanted to go to school. You got what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, we don't have a lot of mentors either way. I see young people lost, even that's trying to get their hustle on. They don't know what they doing. You know? They don't have nobody telling them, look, man, this how you stack your bread up. This how you be able to have a lawyer on retainer. This the lawyer that you do get if you need what you know what I'm saying? Is nobody in these kids' ear, whether right or wrong. How you getting to them?
Well, it's just like by happenstance. If they cross my path, I'll
Mm-hmm.
just say that I don't have a particular program. And then, like a lot of people do stuff for profit. You know, they
Mm-hmm.
have
You
a
doing it from your
nonprofit.
heart.
They just so you know, if you help somebody, it's gonna cost you your time, money, all of that. So
Yeah.
it's all right. You know, that's what you're here for.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I said, each one teach one. So I would love to have a program where I got a bunch of kids and I could talk to them on, a weekly basis. I would love that. I would spend some time doing that for free. I don't even want no money.
Mm-hmm.
But what I would like to do is teach these kids about money
Mm-hmm.
and how to manage it, how to make it, how to trade stocks, what stock options are, and show them how I make money
Mm-hmm.
and that they could do it too.
So how can somebody get started with, that's not really my field. I'm the insurance guru. Don't have a Series 663. Don't really know anything about doing any stocks. Where do you start?
Well, you got to learn the fundamentals first.
Okay.
Just like anything else. If you wanted to be a plumber, you got
Mm-hmm.
to know what a monkey wrench is. You got to know, what a gooseneck and all these other materials and things you need to do plumbing. So, electrician, same thing. You want to start doing electricity, you got to learn about it. So it's the same thing with stocks. You got to learn. And
What's some of the fundamentals?
like what's a stock's value?
How you pick one?
What dividends do they pay?
Okay.
Do they pay dividends? What is this stock? Is this the leader in the industry? Is this a leader or a laggard?
hmm
You know,
How
just
much time a week do you spend on watching your money in the stock market?
well, I start trading about 7 a.m. every day.
Mm.
I start watching. 9:30 a.m. is when I really get active because that's the time options kick in. You can't trade options until 9:30 a.m.
Look at you kicking this game.
So that's when I really start moving. But I start watching at 7 a.m. see who's moving and shaking.
What platforms can you go on to even get registered to start trading?
You can go to Charles Schwab,
Okay. Oh, that's the
TD
big dog.
Ameritrade. You can go to Merrill Lynch. You can
Uh-huh.
go to Chase Bank got a trading platform now. But I like Robinhood. That's what I roll with. I
Okay.
am so good on
Okay.
Robinhood.
Robin
That's I can do that with a blindfold on.
Mm.
That's my hook. Because I've been on them other platforms, and I like Robinhood the best. Speaking of Charles Schwab, a friend of mine, I had sold a property of mine for 100,000+, and I told him I want to invest 100,000. He said, "Go take it over to Charles Schwab." And he said, "I got a friend over there. They're gonna hook you up." And I took the check for 100,000 over there, and they was gonna give me 80% of that as a line of credit. So they was gonna give me $80,000 to do as I wish if I wanted to trade, whatever. So I thought that was a win-win.
Yeah.
Get in my 100, they gonna trade for me, and then they gonna give me 80, and I can still go trade with it. I said, "Oh, let's go." So a couple weeks went by, 2-3 weeks went by. They didn't get back with me, so I called like, "Hey, what's going on? I never received that line of credit, and I wanted to." Blah, blah, blah. They said, "We have bad news for you. We're gonna be sending you your money back. We decline to do business with you." So
Really?
I was like, "Yeah." So I already knew what it was. I figured it was because I was a felon, because I went to prison for marijuana, drugs.
Something that's legal now, but okay.
But hey, so I said, "All right." So they said, "I said, we can't tell you nothing, but call this number." So I called the number, and the lady said the same thing. "We have the right to
Refuse.
Yeah, and that's the end of the story. So I said, okay. That year I took my 100,000 and made 400,000,
That's what's up.
and they wasn't finna do that. And it was a blessing. Like they didn't take the money. I got my own money, took it, and made $400,000.
That's what's up. That's
So
cheers to that.
yeah, cheers to
400.
that. So,
Thank you for declining.
but my point is, you need to learn how to trade stocks. Now I took that money and bought all property.
Okay.
So I'm still trading stocks, but with a lot less.
Gotcha.
But it's cool. So I still make moves. Like one of my friends, he told me, "Man, I don't got no money to trade." I showed him last week. I took 292 times. I bought these options. They was 290. They went from 290 to 1100. I sold them at 1100. Later on that day, they was up to 1700.
Damn.
So if I would have held them, I would have got 1700, 3400 for my $500.
So this like going to MGM on steroids.
Well, here's the thing. People say it's like gambling. No, it's called a calculated risk. I'm not gambling. I'm watching this stock. I'm in tune with this market. I know what's moving and what's going on. Certain times it's an earnings report coming. You'll see a stock drop. They buying. And then the next day it'll go up. Meta just did that. It was down the day before earnings report. That night it shot up $80.
Wow.
I missed it being cheap. 2,200 for the option. I could have bought 10 options for 22,000. The next day it would have been 80-some thousand.
Damn.
So I was pissed. I text my boy in Houston, me and him be trading, and I showed him. So when it shot up like that, I knew they was gonna sell. So I bought the put options. And I was being cheap again. That's when I spent the 200 something, and it shot down, and I made 2,200 off of 5,000.
Wow.
I mean, off of 500. I made 2,200
off of $500.
off of a $500 investment. So I knew, like you said, calculated risk. All options expire on Friday. So
you
Thursday,
got to the end to change your mind or go back?
No. You can order a 3-year option. You can order a 6-month option. But every option expire on Friday. All options expire on Friday.
Okay.
So that's the difference between owning a stock and owning a stock option. Stocks don't expire. Stock options do.
Okay.
Stock options have an expiration date.
Okay.
So you pick your expiration date, and based on that is the amount you paying for that option.
Okay.
And each option is based on 100 shares. It's giving you the right to 100 shares. Each option is a contract.
Okay.
You have a call option and a put option. So a call option means you betting that the stock gonna go up. A put option is you betting that it's gonna go down. So yeah, that's how it is. You got calls and puts.
Okay.
I trade options. Sometimes I buy stock. A stock might be low. It might be $10. I might buy 1,000 shares. All right, and it shoot up $1 or $2. I'll sell it. I made 2,000 off of that. So I made 10-20% off of my money.
So you on this all day, kind of like Wall
I'm
Street.
watching the market.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching the market. I'm in tune with the market. Just like everybody in tune with Instagram, in tune with what Honey Baby doing and all that bullshit. I'm in tune with the market. I'm
you need
getting
to do
money.
a straight up crash course on this. Like you need a show doing a straight up crash course on this.
Oh, I'm the truth in the booth.
That's what's up.
I'm talking about even my boy in Houston. He heavy. He been trading stocks 20 years. He should be trying to tell me this when I was getting money. But you know, when you hustling and you selling the bag, you don't think about stocks, nigga. I'm straight. I got blah blah blah. You know, you a clown. You don't know shit. Cause if I knew that, I'd have been rich like him now. You know, I ain't gonna say his name, but homeboy, he like that.
Yeah.
He in millions. Him and his lady.
That's
they heavy. They my peoples. I go out there and visit them just to hang. You know, just to hang.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we trade stocks. We stay in touch, in tune, all that. Some popping. I tell him, look at this, man. I'm telling you, dude. And we'd jump like, oh, I just made 6,000. I just made this.
Yeah.
You know, so.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. You have a true Detroit spirit. You are a real D-boy, period.
To say the least.
Yeah, to say the least. You also be talking, you know, relationship coach shit too. Okay, you be talking shit too. I'll be catching you.
Yeah, I ain't good at the relationship thing though. If I was, I'd be married. So check this out. When I see a woman, you know what I say? Hold on, you gotta get this. This is good.
Okay.
So when I see a woman, first thing I look for is a wedding ring. So if I see a wedding ring on her finger, you know what that tell me?
What?
She married. That's the joke part, right? Nah, know what it really mean? It means she know how to get along. Because it take a lot to get along with other people's shit.
Yeah.
So when the woman got a wedding ring on, I'm like, oh, she know how to get along. She all right. I got a different level of respect for them. You know, they might be putting up with some shit, but they still
Probably
married. Yeah, what? You got put this. I couldn't even imagine a woman dealing with me and my shit. You know, I could imagine. Like, listen, I love a certain lady in my life, but there's certain shit about her I don't like. But I love her. But I don't like this and I don't like that. So I choose to be by myself, man.
You can't compromise. And this is a person that you love, because you're not gonna love and like everything about somebody.
It's a couple people I love. I'm just saying. But I love me. I'm gonna be by myself.
Okay.
Know what I'm working on?
What you working on?
Maid and housekeeper money. That's all I need. I need a maid and a housekeeper, and I'm cool. I'm straight. I'm bullshitting. I'm hanging. I'm on the plane. I'm overseas. I am fucking around.
Okay, that is so much better with a person. Because you was talking shit the other day. You said, it might even been I don't know, it was recent. And you were like, you know, they tell me all I want to do was have sex, but what else is it to do? I got to go paint a house. You going to come here? I said, this nigga is really crazy. This nigga
this is reality.
No, I'm not finna come help you paint.
This
reality. I got a business to... No.
This is reality. So listen, some women, that's all they good at. That's all they gonna do. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something about a lady. If a lady come visit you, you in a condo, a penthouse, you got fly shit, and she spend the night with you, and y'all wreck the bed and do something else. In the morning, her femininity is supposed to have her make that bed up.
Yeah.
Her femininity is supposed to have her clean up after y'all and do some more shit and just be ladylike. If she gangster like you and all of that and she ain't got no feminine quality about herself, you got to tell her, hey, baby, you ain't clean up your... Can you make that bed? And she ain't the one. Yeah. She out of pocket. She in the wrong place at the wrong time. So, you know, that play a big role too, how women is. And like I told you, they've been systematically built over the years to be masculine. So the black woman nowadays, she's stronger than the black man mentally. Yeah. She can't whoop his ass. Well, some of them can, but she's stronger than him mentally. The black man, full percentage wise, is a lot weaker than the black woman mentally. That black woman a bad motherfucker mentally, boy. You better not fuck with her if you want to. She'll destroy you.
Will.
I'm telling you, the black
Mhm.
woman is built like concrete right now, like a mountain rock. She over the years she had to.
Mhm.
She ain't she been.
But some of us are still soft and pink, you
Y'all
know.
want to be, but y'all got that masculine energy. It's right there. It's on the fucking tip of your tongue.
But I'ma say this too, as one. I'll say this. You know, we many of us that even have the masculine energy, we want to be led. We want to follow.
Hmm.
But if you can't find your ass
Uh
out of a
oh.
brown paper
Uh
bag,
oh.
where the fuck you
Uh
about to lead
oh.
me to?
Oh shit.
I'm just keeping
I,
it 100.
I ain't mad at
If
you,
you
but
can't
that's what
find
I'm
your way
telling you.
out of a brown paper bag, so one minute you need me, you need my help, you want me. Then the next minute you know what I'm saying? You got pick a side, nigga. You know what I'm
Uh,
saying? You can't have it both ways.
damn, that's
You
tough.
want me? You want me to borrow you some money, lend you, come help you out of some
Jesus
trouble?
Christ.
You know,
See,
co-sign some shit for you, okay?
but guess what you just described? You just described a boy. That
And
ain't
it's
a
a
man.
lot of them running around here.
That nigga
It-
is adult by years and still. I had to
I
tell
will
my
agree.
son that. My son just turned 18. He said, I'm an adult and this and that. I said, legally. I said, I said, Doc, I'm still paying your phone bill. I said, do you pay a mark? You can pay where you stay at. I said, do you pay for anything you got? I said, man, you grown by age, dog, not physically.
And then
Or
many of us
mentally.
gotta dumb ourselves down too. I ain't gonna lie. Some of us do. Listen, my circle, we sitting down talking about where our next vacation gonna be, you know, what property we looking at. Some of us buying land. You know what I'm saying? I got girlfriends got farms and shit. Real talk. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? So sometimes to not saying something masculine, sometimes you gotta dumb down. Sometimes you gotta act like you ain't even got what you got.
Yeah,
Sometimes
well,
I tell people I work at the company, but I really own
but
it.
yeah,
I
so
work at the London consulting firm. I just
that's what you have to do. Like you really not supposed to tell people nothing anyway. You
Mm-hmm.
know. See, so anyway, but back to the relationship thing. That is a real pickle we are in as a people, our people.
No, yeah, our people, because I don't
From
see it in other cultures, Tony.
yeah,
I
no,
don't.
no, not like this.
Not like this.
Not like this. But I told you, it's been done systematically.
You're right. I agree with you.
That
So
make
what we
all the
gonna
sense.
do? How we gonna get the love
See,
back?
guess what I like? That's what I like. Everybody can point out the problem. You can see a problem and all. You
Mhm.
say, hey, this wall is blue. And say, I don't like it. All right, let's paint it. The solution is to paint the wall. So we see the problem. What's the solution? What's the solution at this point? How do we resolve our issue that we got in relationships? And that's the big question.
That is.
That's
We
the
need to
big
do a
question.
whole nother show on just that, and we need to bring some other people in on that one, like how we get the love back, how we get the black love back.
Yep, we need that. That's something else.
So what you want the people to know? This time go by so fast. What you want people to know about Tony Diamonds, the game coach, before we get out of here?
Okay, that's a good question. That's a good question. Um, I want you all to just do your best to obtain love and happiness. Don't waste your time trying to fix other people's lives and figuring out what's wrong with somebody else. Try to do your best at being you and doing you. You know, life is short. Life is short. I'm almost 60 years old. This shit mind blowing to me. How long I've been around and how we really on borrowed time. So treat others how you want to be treated. That's the cure for any problem we got as human beings. Treat other people like you want to be treated, and you won't have no problems, man. You know. So
Because karma is real, both good
yeah,
and bad.
karma is what life you create for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's the seeds you plant.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you plant shit seeds, you do shitty stuff, and you always fucking around. Well, that's what you gonna grow. you plant good seeds and you do good deeds and you always doing positive stuff, well, that's what's gonna happen in your life.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got things going on you don't like, change what you doing.
That's right.
Change your game. And last but not least, what separates rich people from poor people or prosperity from wickedness is education, man.
Mm-hmm.
Learn something, man. Learn something, man. Educate yourself. Learn about everything you can, man. That's what's going to separate you from everything else. Get some knowledge.
That's what's up. Well, I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come and hang out with me and chit chat. I really appreciate you
It
stopping
was a
by
pleasure.
and sharing your story. I hope you inspire somebody. And one more time before we get out of here, give your information so people can hit you up on Instagram.
I'm on IG, Tony Diamond's Game Coach. And if you need anything done to your property, you want some work done, decks built, roof on your house, painted, new windows, anything, concrete, something wrong with your property, give me a call at 313-334-0888.
I need some gutters. We're going to talk offline. Thank you, Detroit, for tuning in to Beauty and the D, where we focus on power, wealth, and style every Saturday from 1 to 2 on WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. Take care.